Reading is the key to smart, I believe. And I want to do it. I like the idea of reading. I even buy books. But these books are the most words. And it's every book. You just open it and you're like, what are you talking about? And they don't let up. Every page, just more words. How about you put some blank pages in there? Why don't you let me get my head above water for 2 seconds? My eyes can read good. It's my brain. My eyes are such good readers. I feel so bad because they're attached to this dumb brain. I mean, they're looking at these words and they're like, you're not getting any of this, man? That's the 5th time we've read that sentence. Let's try another one.
Your morning blitz begins now.
Hey, let's go on a Monday. Hi, Kelly.
Hi.
Hi, Thick.
Hello.
Let me tell you, I know it's a Monday. I know there are people that are still adjusting to the time change. Are you one of them, Thick?
No, I'm fine. It's my wife.
Oh.
She's not handling it.
Not handling it?
No.
Well, let me tell you. This is the perfect Monday for this. I'm so excited for this Monday. I cannot wait. First of all, we have got your chance to win your Rock Royalty passes for Friday and Sunday at Sonic Temple, both nights of Metallica. Hopefully you were listening to Ronnie at 4:20 on Friday. You got the Sonic Temple song of the day. We'll play it sometime between 7 and 8, and you're going to get those Rock Royalty passes. We're talking seating in sections 105, 106, or 107, dedicated reserved seats, air-conditioned indoor spaces, the upscale bathrooms. I mean, all of it. And you're going to be there for both nights.
That is very fancy.
Yeah.
It is.
That's more fancy than what we get, I think.
Oh, most
And
definitely.
we're working it.
Right.
Yes.
So, your chance to win between 7 and 8. Also at 8:50 this morning, we've got some tickets if you want to go see Offspring. And at 7:40, let me tell you, set your alarm. In my 25-plus years of radio, I have never been more excited for a topic/discussion before.
Oh, what is it?
Because, well, here's the deal. Thick said something to me on Friday that kind of turned on a light bulb. And I went home and I had to ask Nora about this. And I also found out a new piece of information that involves Columbus directly.
Really?
That ties this whole conversation, me and my fiancée Nora, ties us to Columbus directly.
No kidding.
Yes. And I am so excited to talk about this.
I can't wait.
At 7:40. Yeah. So we'll get to that. Let's get going on a Monday with your Blitz Morning Trivia. Thick, what you got?
All right. What NFL player over the weekend signed the biggest contract in NFL history? Looking for the player name. Tell us at 99700. If you're the first one to text in the name, you will score $25 to go spend over at Waterbeds and stuff.
Traffic Blitz.
All right, not too much going on the roadways. Everything looking good. South Outer Belt, no problems. Between Grove City all the way through Obetz, up into the Reynoldsburg-Whitehall area. Traffic sponsored by Indeed.com. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. Indeed's sponsored jobs feature helps you stand out and hire fast. Start at Indeed.com/credit. That's traffic on the Blitz.
Rock and Roll is back at Sequoia Pro Bowl.
Lots of NFL happenings over the weekend as free agency, kicks off on Wednesday, I think?
Yeah, they can actually start negotiating today.
Okay. So you're going to be hearing a lot of announcements over the next few days, as we did over the weekend, and that had to do with our Blitz Morning Trivia. Thick, what you got?
The question was, what NFL player signed the biggest contract in NFL history over the weekend? And I knew we were going to get some Myles Garrett answers. And as you just heard in my sports, he did sign with the Browns 4 years, $160 million. He has the biggest contract of any non-quarterback in NFL history.
Oh, okay.
So I kind of figured, and it's $40 million a year, man.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
Big time. Oh, my gosh. But I'm
kind
sure
of changes your tone on wanting to be traded.
Oh, yeah, real quick,
Yep.
right? Because he had requested a trade, and I know Denzel Ward, their cornerback, kind of followed suit, but now maybe he wants to stay because Myles is staying. So Browns fans probably very happy.
Yes.
But that was not the answer to the question. The answer to the question is Bills quarterback Josh Allen, 6 years, $330 million. So what? We're talking about $55 million a year. And that includes $250 million guaranteed. So Josh
must be nice. Must be nice.
And Patrick Robinson from Asheville was the first one to text in the correct answer and scores $25 to waterbeds and stuff. That's a lot of money.
That is so much money. And it's just gonna keep going up.
Well, the cap went up over $20 million this year and last year, and it's going to go up again next year because the new TV contract was just massive. I mean, the NFL is king. The ratings are insane.
Yeah.
I remember last year, over 90 of the top 100 events on TV were football.
Oh, were they really?
Most of them NFL football. Yes. Yeah. It's crazy.
I mean, congratulations. $250 million. I'm trying to wrap my head around that.
Would you take one tackle from a huge...
Myles Garrett.
Would you?
For how much?
I'm just giving you a name.
Yeah, I'm asking. Would you?
You're paying me.
$1 million?
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Knock me on my ass.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Break my ribs. Go ahead.
You're going to hit your head.
Well, I'm going to have a helmet on, right?
No, you have no helmet.
Oh, wait a minute.
I didn't want to die.
I'm just asking him right now if he came in and tackled you to the floor.
He's got no pads on? No helmet?
Yeah, just a huge guy.
Oh, man. Yeah, this is kind of like the Mike Tyson question. Would you let Tyson punch you?
If I knew that I wasn't going to, hit my head on the concrete.
All right, I'll give you a helmet. I'll give you one helmet.
Okay. then yes.
That helps.
Then yes.
For $1 million?
Yeah.
I want to know my name afterwards and be able to spend that $1 million.
Yeah.
But
I'd do it too if I wasn't going to get hurt. You're assuming you're going to get hurt. It's a huge dude.
Yeah.
I am not paying my medical bills out of the $1 million. My medical bills have to be covered, and I get to keep the $1 million.
But there are a lot of conditions.
There are a lot of conditions. You're talking about Myles Garrett.
I hear you.
Absolutely.
He's a beast, man.
I remember years ago on one of my old radio shows, we brought in 2 linebackers from a high school that got signed to D1 schools. And we did a little trivia contest with our radio stunt boy. And every time he got a trivia question wrong, he would get tackled by one of these kids. And these were just high schoolers that were going to be, D1 freshmen. And he was sore. He was laid up. Yeah, for sure. Speaking of football, hometown hero Eddie George just got a new job.
He did. He's now the head coach of Bowling Green. I thought that was great.
Okay, you saw him at... Where'd you see him at?
He thinks he saw him.
The Rusty Bucket? Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
Again, if it wasn't him, it was his doppelganger.
You think that was a celebratory meal after signing this deal with Bowling Green? He's like, you know what I need to do right now? I need to go up to Columbus, and I need to go to Rusty Bucket.
Possibility.
For a celebratory double nickel salad.
Well, I do know he was with a young lady, probably high school or college age, and they were talking a lot about schools. I don't know exactly what they were talking about, but we heard a lot of schools named.
Okay.
Because he was 2 tables down. So, yeah, was he there for a visit? Was he there trying to convince her to go to Bowling Green because that's where he's going to be now?
He spent the last several years as the coach of Tennessee State. He said Bowling Green is a wonderful community. There's embraced the school and the athletics department, and we are eager to immerse ourselves in the community and help build this program to the greatness it deserves. Now, when he was the coach at Tennessee State, he coached a couple games against Deion Sanders, who at the time was at Jackson State.
Right.
And Deion came out, is a huge fan of the signing, said, I absolutely love it. You got a great coach, but a better man. Those young men will be blessed.
Good for him.
Said that about Eddie's new gig. Yeah.
Well, congratulations, sir, on your new job. Hopefully you take them to new heights.
He usually succeeds in what he does.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. There you go. 99.7 The Blitz.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
Our first story this morning is a WTF. What the Florida? 28-year-old woman by the name of Shanika Serdal was arrested after she attacked a man at a 7-Eleven in Orlando last Thursday. Police say Shanika walked up to the male customer, called him the B word, and then hit him across the face with a Pringles can.
Potato crisps in a tube. Pop it up and get in the mood. Once you pop, you can stop.
He suffered a significant cut on his right eyebrow and under his eye, actually causing him to bleed. Sounds like she only popped him once, though, so she did stop, which is good. The police found her down the street. She still had the Pringles can with her. She said that the victim was being rude to her. He denies it. An employee says the guy wasn't doing anything wrong, but right before he was hit, he was notifying them that there was a guy laying down on the side of the building. So maybe that was her boyfriend, and he's a tattletale, and she didn't want anything to do with it, so he popped him with the Pringles can. Although, as I was thinking about this, if I was ever in a food fight, a Pringles can would be my weapon of choice.
You know what I want? One of those big, long, you used to be able to get it at the mall, those giant, long ropes of licorice. I could whip a few people with those.
that would be a decent weapon.
Yeah.
See, because I'm thinking the best way to use the Pringles can is to insert your hands as far as you can. I mean, we all know the feeling of trying to get that last chip without tipping it over.
Yeah.
You get your hand in there, but if you got two of them, and you're just like, pa, pa, and you're like, that would hurt.
That would hurt. You're right.
I think that would be the correct food fight weapon of choice.
I like that Kelly finally found a worthy use for that long black licorice.
Yeah, because no one wants to eat it.
Oh,
Kelly
do.
does.
It's my favorite licorice.
You know, right?
Kidding?
Don't try Goose.
Yum. It's better than red every day.
Oh, God. You drink Jägermeister, too?
Yeah, I do.
No, but I love eggnog, and I love circus peanuts. Let's just get it all out on the table.
What was the other candy you brought up last week? Oh, she loves all that old school candy.
I do.
The orange and black wax paper one? Oh,
no,
Werther's. Werther's Originals?
I love a Werther's. No, I don't like the orange and black. I don't like that. It's got some kind of peanut butter flavor.
Okay, don't make like a face like that. You're over here eating circus peanuts. Like,
and black licorice.
You don't get to judge anything.
Stale Peeps. It's stale Peeps. My season is getting ready to happen.
But do you wait until like May to eat the Peeps when they're out? Okay.
Got to be stale.
All right.
What is that? I don't know anything about stale Peeps.
Yeah.
I mean, Peeps are disgusting as a whole. I mean, why you do stale?
Yeah.
Okay. Second story coming out of Allentown, Pennsylvania. There was a large blast that echoed through the region as police and emergency personnel were disposing of an IED, an improvised explosive device, because apparently this man had passed away, and as his family were going through his belongings, they came across a pipe bomb style IED.
Dang. Was it sitting next to a manifesto?
It was not. Here's the thing. The family did the right thing. They called the police, got in touch with the FBI. FBI shows up. But they say there was nothing really wrong. I mean, granted, you're not supposed to be building at-home bombs, but they found no proof that he planned on doing anything with the bomb or there was any nefarious act there. He just apparently liked to build bombs. And
I mean, people do like to blow things up.
They do.
You know, and there's no crime to it. It's just a fun thing.
Yep.
I mean, the amount of tannerite explosions that people have on YouTube or whatever, people love it.
But if I'm picking a hobby, I'm not picking bob making. There's just too much that can go wrong. I don't want to mess with it. So they did gather the rest of his belongings, and everything is fine. No criminal intent. It'll all be good.
Kelly, Anthony's with you. I don't know. This must be a thing with the stale Peeps. What is that?
They're just better. I don't know, man. They're just better. Trust me on it. Do you like regular Peeps? Okay, then never mind.
Okay.
These are for the Peeps people.
Yeah,
stale Peeps
you don't like
are
regular Peeps, you're definitely not going to like stale Peeps.
If you don't like them fresh, then you're not going to like them stale. But stale is better.
All right.
Yeah.
Is it just because of the crunchy? Does it change the taste?
Yeah, no, it just changes the consistency.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit
chewy.
harder, a little chewy.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like some people like to grab a Pop-Tart out of the bag and jam it in their mouth. No, you need to wait till that thing is nice and like overly toasted. That's the way to eat a Pop-Tart. You don't grab it out of a bag and throw it down your gullet.
Absolutely. And
that's like we're in a society here. Do it right.
and then what you do is you crack off the entire outside rim because there's no damn fruit inside there.
Right.
Okay, but also it's
or
delicious if it's really browned in the toaster. That part of the Pop-Tart is good.
I don't want to break a tooth on my breakfast pastry.
I nuke mine. I want it soft and gooey. We are also getting texts about people's choice of a weapon in a food fight. We got salami nunchucks.
Oh, yeah, salami nunchucks would be good.
That would be good.
For sure.
Mark Davis said, swing a frozen chicken around by the bag.
The only thing there is you're losing agility because you got to get the momentum going. to be able to do
Somebody might
that.
hit you from behind with big rope licorice.
Yeah, and that reminds me of like the old the ninjas used to use that dagger on a rope, and they got really good at spinning it, stepping on it, and like throwing it out there.
I do not know that, but it sounds amazing.
Yeah. That doesn't seem like it would be that. You'd have to be a real masterful chicken swinger.
Yeah, you're going to
be
really
able to use
practice.
the frozen chicken.
Yeah.
Just saying. There you go. That's your not so breaking news. Hey, quick question. How petty are you? 800-821-9970 or 99-700.
Like on a scale of 1 to 10, how petty are you?
What's the pettiest thing you've ever done? Are you Petticoat Junction? Like, Kelly, could you consider yourself petty?
I'm not petty.
No.
No. I will reposition a friendship, though, in my brain if things consistently happen that aren't to my liking.
Okay.
Well, you'll get repositioned in the brain, but I won't do anything to you.
Okay.
At all. Yeah.
Vic, are you petty at all?
No. In fact, I hate pettiness.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
One time I did do something petty, I will tell you.
What did you do?
My friend and I used to take our dogs to the local elementary to run, and another family used to do it too, and we knew who they were, but they always let their dogs poop in the elementary school lawn, and they never picked it up. And that really got under my skin. And so she and I one day picked up all the poop and then put it on their porch in a bag.
That's pretty petty.
That's kind of petty.
A little bit.
But it also sent a good message, right?
Sent a good message.
Like, if you don't pick it up, we will, and then you'll still have to dispose of it.
Did they stop doing it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or did they know it was you?
Maybe. It was before everybody had, doorbell cams.
Ring cameras and everything? Okay.
I probably wouldn't do that today, but I did do it 15 years ago.
Okay. All right.
That's kind of petty, right? Yeah. That's a little petty.
But I also agree with you.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything wrong with what you did.
Are you petty?
Not really. I mean, I would do something like that, for sure.
Yeah.
If I got tired of it, I would absolutely do something like this.
I got sick of stepping in it.
Did you light it on fire and knock and run?
No.
Oh, that would have been good. That would have been good. I bring up because I found out my lovely fiance is a little more petty than I thought.
Oh, let's hear it.
She did something that I applauded her for. I think I got a huge kick out of this. In her doctor's office, over the past year or so, things have gotten a bit more tumultuous in the office, and there are some people that are just are not acting the way they should act.
Okay.
And so,
inappropriate
jerks.
Okay.
Just being jerks.
Just a-holes.
Yeah. And one of them also happens to be, which is quite apparent from the verbiage she uses and the things that she says, she happens to be a bit racist.
Okay.
And so Nora got really tired of it, and she decided, well, I'll see if I can do a little poking. So she took the in-office Alexa and put it in Spanish mode. So all the commercials and anything Alexa says comes out in Spanish. The music's normal, but anything else comes out in Spanish. And it was driving this woman nuts. And every time it happened, she was, well, what is going on? She finally switched it back. She had to call customer service because she didn't know how to fix it. She finally got it. And then Nora switched it back. This woman got so mad, she actually took it home to work on it. It's like, I can't. She goes, what is going on? I can't get this fixed. So she had to, she wanted to hook it up to her computer and do some, whatever you do with Alexas. I don't know. But I looked at Nora and I was like, well done, ma'am. Well done. I'm very proud of you.
That's great.
If you're just enough to irk that person.
Right.
I love that level of pettiness. So if you're petty, I would love it. Neil says, I'm so petty you can call me Tom.
Oh, that's good.
Yep, I can totally see that. If you've got one, I'd love to hear from you. 800-821-9970 or 99-700, the level of pettiness that you have. Because I know there are people out there that have done some pretty petty things. Thick, you can't think of anything?
I'm trying, but no.
I'm trying to rack my brain of the last petty thing I did upwards of the dog poop, Kelly, because that's a good one.
Yeah.
But something to send a message where you're just like...
It's not a big thing. It's not going to hurt anybody, but it does get a point across.
Oh, absolutely.
Nikki Newland said, I have embraced the petty. Don't be an ishy person.
Have you ever given anyone the cold shoulder, Thick Rick? because they did something that...
Oh, now that I might have done. Is that considered petty?
I mean, if you're not addressing the situation, you just decide, you know what? Next time you see me in the hallway, I'm going to turn around. I'm not going to say hi. I'm going to turn my back on you. And then they'll be like, what's up with Thick Rick?
Oh.
You must be mad at me.
Have you ever ghosted someone before? I don't know if I've ever ghosted someone. I did lose. There was a 10-year friendship that came to a hard end.
Okay.
It's like, okay, this is...
It's not working.
Not working at all. The route that you've taken, and we had to cut it off.
Okay.
And then, you ever have that, though, where you do it, and then you look back at the relationship or the friendship, and you're like... What was I doing? This person was not a good person. How did I hang out with this person for so long? Or I'm sure some people have had it in the relationship. And you're like, well, why were we together that long? Yeah. There's no reason whatsoever. You're looking back and you're like hitting yourself in the head like, what was I thinking?
Yeah.
Because this is just not the right thing at all. 99. Oh, they're there. 98.7 The Blitz. Good morning. Oh, they're gone. Bye. Adios. Well, thanks for calling. Thanks for playing along. Appreciate you. If you've got one, 800-821-9970 or 99-700. If you want to give us a call, we would love to hear from you right now. It's 99.7 The Blitz. Okay, we got some petty people. I'm not going to announce this person's name for fear of statute of limitations. Said, I was so petty that during my divorce from Satan, he was so vain about his hair that I put non-scented Nair in his hair conditioner.
Oh, my gosh.
That is so bad.
Jess says, I don't know if it's considered petty or fair, but one time I got cheated on. I had photo proof, and while the person that cheated was sleeping, I took those pictures, saved them as their lock screen and background, and sat there patiently waiting for them to wake up and open their phone.
Nice.
Nikki said, my husband of 23 years had multiple affairs. He loves Texas Day, Brazil. That's where I took my mom yesterday for her 60th birthday. Petty baby, and it felt so good.
Did you post a bunch of pictures?
Good for you. I love it. Did you have one? You said you thought of something, Kelly?
Okay. This is kind of petty. All right, something I do that might be considered petty. If there's something that happens that kind of ticks me off with somebody, rather than address it, if they text me, I might wait a while before I respond, like a weirdly long amount of time.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Like,
like typically I'll text you I usually have my phone on me. Like, make no mistake, my phone's not normally away from me. So if you're not hearing from me for a weird amount of time, then it may be because I'm being petty.
Okay. Well, it seems kind of weird that I text you Friday and you waited till Monday morning to text me back.
That's
we're going to see each other in the office.
True.
You didn't have
now,
to...
I was I was texting with Ronnie on Saturday, but I was also at a celebration of life or something for 4 hours. It was a long, extended thing. So in that case, I didn't have my phone on me the whole time. So there are exceptions to that rule.
Okay.
That if you don't hear from me within 24 hours, I'm probably being petty.
I know where we stand. All right. Hey, coming up, we are about to kick off the clock because we have got the Rock Royalty Passes for Metallica's shows at Sonic Temple, both Friday and Sunday. You will win a pair for both, including everything that comes along with the Rock Royalty Passes. You're going to hear the song of the day sometime between 7 and 8 a.m., so that clock will kick off here in just about 3 minutes.
And now, the 3 things you need to know before you go.
Still no ID on the person who was shot and killed in broad daylight inside a Dollar General in Mount Vernon over the weekend. It happened just after 4 p.m. Saturday at the store on Coshocton Avenue. Witnesses say 2 people walked into the store arguing. One left and came back with a gun and fired multiple shots at the victim and left. Witnesses gave police a description of the suspect, and as authorities were securing the crime scene, they saw the suspect's vehicle and pulled him over. 36-year-old Patrick Yoder was arrested and is being held at the Knox County Jail on an aggravated murder charge. A 20-year-old University of Pittsburgh student disappeared in the Dominican Republic last week while on a spring break trip. Officials think it's possible she drowned. They don't know for sure. Sudiksha Konanki was with 5 other female Pitt students on a trip to Punta Cana. She was reported missing Thursday and sometime between 3 and 5 a.m. Apparently she was on the beach with friends. They all went back to the room, and then she was there with a guy. And they were seen just walking around. She's still in her bikini, etc. And then she never comes back to the room. So they've questioned the guy, and all her friends stayed behind. They were supposed to come back home on Friday, and they're like, nope, we're not coming back home to find her. So, yeah, that's pretty sad situation. Utah is about to become the first state to ban the use of fluoride in public water systems. The law set to take effect in early May. They've been putting fluoride in our drinking water since the 40s because, according to experts, it does help reduce tooth decay by about 25%. The CDC calls fluoridation one of the 10 great public health achievements of the 20th century. But critics say high fluoride exposure is linked to neurodevelopmental problems. And because it's already available in toothpaste and other dental products, it is not necessary to put it in the water supply and thereby force people to ingest it. The Utah governor agrees with that and says he will be signing this bill. Those are your three things.
All right, I don't want to upset the status quo or not be respectful. Kelly, you've been married a long time.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that Charlie is a respectful man.
He is.
Treats you like a lady.
Very much so.
Thick. I'm not sure what Heather would say, but I'm assuming.
I know what she'd say.
That you're a respectful gentleman.
She's my goddess. That's the way I treat her.
Okay, I try and do the same. But I got into a conversation over the weekend, and I guess I don't know where it started, and I guess it's just being gentlemanly. But I don't understand why, as men, we have to take the closest position to danger, including sleeping closest to the door and walking closest to the street.
And staying on the Titanic when it was sinking.
And staying on the Titanic, yes. I only ask because what's that gonna do?
I mean,
like, if there is a home break-in and that person is there to do something terrible, do you think they're going to open the door and be like, the man's closest to the door, I'm not going to do what I thought I was going to do, and then leave? Or if a car jumps the curb, do you think I'm going to stop the car? Or is it just a matter of I get to push you out of the way?
You got to push her out of the way.
No, here's what I think it signals to the girl to the lady, excuse me. I am willing to sacrifice myself. I'm the closest to the door if there's a break-in, so I'm obviously going to get shot first. I'm willing to do that for you. I'm taking the car. I'm going to take a car straight to the chest for you. I'm willing to do that. Or even as small as I'll take the puddle. If a car rolls over a puddle, splashes, I'm going to take the splash.
Okay,
I don't want you to be harmed in any way whatsoever.
I guess that one kind of makes sense.
You're just saying, I'm willing to take a hit for you in whatever way it comes.
If that car is jumping the curb, we're both gone.
Yeah.
I mean,
maybe, but maybe not. Maybe the girl survives and she can think, gosh, he was a real gentleman.
Or
he was.
Or let's say the person notices they're jumping the curb and they jerk the wheel and you have now just pushed your significant other into the car. I'm just saying. And then if this person's coming through the door, I'm willing to get shot first?
Yeah.
Like that means that you're not getting shot?
Yeah. It's just all a mental game. I just mentally want to know that you are being a man.
Okay.
Is that really it? That's it?
But here's the thing. I'm curious as to when that changed because it wasn't always like that. Do you know where ladies first comes from? You know how a man will open the door for you? Ladies first, please?
Chivalry, yeah.
Yeah, do you know where that comes from? That comes from back in the day when they had bows and arrows and people didn't have to be at the door. They could hang out like in the field and be like, ladies first.
What?
To take the arrows?
To take the arrows.
No.
Well, we pulled a fast one on you, didn't we?
We did. You switched it up somehow.
Switcheroo.
So what about women and children first?
That I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm certainly not sending the
children.
kid to get the arrow.
I wouldn't think so. Although maybe. I don't know.
How the turntables.
But you're against the whole women and children first rule.
No, I'm not against it.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying I wonder when it changed because that was not the case before. We had no problem sending women to their demise.
I did not know this.
I'm a
sure?
traditionalist. I do think men should be the protector of the family. I really do. You're bigger, you're stronger, you should be protecting. And you being by the street or closest to the door puts you in the protector position. That is your position.
Again, I'm not denying any of it. I'm just saying I don't think it's going to stop much.
It won't, but
Well,
it is still a position.
Okay.
You've put yourself in the place to be protector.
Now, if I'm sleeping, closest to the door, which I do, I'm sure you do, and I have a gun in my nightstand, and somebody breaks in and we hear them come in, then I'm right there with my gun at the door.
Okay.
So.
Mary feels the same way. The guy's supposed to sleep closest to the door in case there's an intruder because he's going to kick his ass before he can hurt his girl.
Yeah.
Or he's going to get shot. Yeah, but he's going to be the one.
He's going to be the one.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. And Brian wants to know what drugs I'm taking. I'm very confused by that question. But 7:15 on a Monday morning? Not any right now. 99.7 The Blitz. What did you mention, Thick? Carrie Underwood was just singing with American Idol, kicked off last night. Yeah. And there was some rocker that came in and did Korn.
Did Freak on a Leash really well.
Yeah.
And then they asked him if he had something else that he could sing, because, it's not really quite the singing voice they want to hear when you're doing Freak on a Leash.
Right.
And he says, so I do Bodies by Drowning Pool. And they were freaking out because Carrie knew every word to Freak on a Leash. She was singing along. And Lionel and, Luke? Or whoever?
Yeah, Luke, yeah.
Yeah, they couldn't believe she knew every word. And then when he did Bodies, she got up and did it with him. And it was great. And they put him through.
Oh, good.
Yeah. And then
hopefully he can sing something a bit more traditional because, it takes skill to be able to break your voice like that and sing in tune, but you also have to be able to sing, the ballads or whatever.
Yeah,
so.
They put another girl who rocked, too, through. So I'd like to see a few more of them.
I just can't believe that American Idol's still a thing. You know what else is on there?
Yeah?
I saw a clip. One of the Backstreet Boys, but Brian Littrell. Littrell?
His son.
His son was on there and went through. Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah, when I stopped watching, it was like they don't really have many normal people. They're all people who had old record contracts that never went anywhere, and then they get put through to American Idol.
Yeah, well,
they're already great. They're not just normal people who grew up in Springfield, Ohio, and never had a shot at anything. It's like you get those stories, but they're never the people who end up making, like, your top 10 or whatever.
Right. Well, we were talking, I was saying how much I love Daughtry's new song, The Dam, and how, he's so much more of a rock. I mean, he was always a rocker, but he's more of a rocker now that he's not under the American Idol contract.
Right.
Because they make you put out certain songs that they have written and things like that. And now he's kind of set free, if you will.
He was in here a few years ago, and he talked about that. He just said he feels so free now, and he's so glad to be able to do the rock that he wants.
Yeah, I can totally see that. So there's a festival coming to town. There's going to be like this big tattoo convention thing going down. And one of our coworkers approached me because I've got tattoos. I think I'm up to 11. Yeah, I think I'm up to 11 tattoos. And I said, I would get another tattoo. I like tattoos. They're kind of addictive. And so I was talking with her about getting one there at the convention.
We're talking about Hell City Tattoo Festival?
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's every year here.
Okay, that's got to be what it is. So they're talking about doing like an appearance and talking with them and doing some online stuff. And I was like, what if I get a tattoo and I actually show, make a video of it and help promote the event. And then as I was thinking about what I want to get, I was thinking about getting older. And there's going to be a lot of us that are going to look pretty strange when we get older. Because back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the day, if you were in, let's say, the Vietnam War or something, you had a lot of sailors, you had a lot of like the pinup girl tattoos or, something along those lines. And tattooing and body art has gotten so much more than it ever was. We're going to be looking kind of strange when we get older.
Think about the people who are covered.
Oh, absolutely. Like when the old folks' home starts getting filled up with tramp stamps, that's going to be a day. I mean, when you've got all these old ladies showing off their dolphins and comparing, how bright their sunflower is, which is now probably, withered and old and dying. It's all droopy. I mean, and I've got, I've got some too that are, when I get older, are going to look, because you don't have any tattoos, do you?
I
Kelly?
don't. My uncle is in his 90s, his early 90s. He was in the Navy, and he has an anchor on his calf.
Yeah.
And it still looks great.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, so that's a calf is a good place for a tattoo because you don't really sag in your calf area.
True.
You know?
I have one on each one of my calves.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, there was also a time period, and I still read up on it, but I was very into martial arts and Taoism. So I was one of those white guys that got covered in, kanji as they call it, the Japanese and Chinese symbols that I've got. I've got some dragons here and a samurai there and a koi fish there, and it's going to look. I think it's going to look pretty interesting when I get older. Because you don't have them either, do you?
No, I don't have any tattoos.
All right, so in the tattoo community, are there tattoos that go out of fashion? I mean, I know like the tramp stamp, obviously, the barbed wire. Is there a group of tattoos that people wish they hadn't gotten because they're out of fashion now? Or just are you always proud of your tattoos because they mean something?
No, I think they absolutely... I think
go out of fashion.
Times change, yeah. I don't think anyone's walking in and getting barbed wire around their arm anymore.
People look back and go, why did I do that?
Yeah, for sure.
You can cover them up with something else, though, right?
I mean, I absolutely...
You could definitely cover that blue M up and nobody would care.
That's definitely not happening. But I have two cover-ups. I mean, I think I told the story before. My first tattoo was actually a goose on my arm that I didn't know what color I wanted it. And they turned it into a mallard. Like it had a yellow beak and a brown and purple neck. Like it did not look like a goose. Yeah, it was a straight up duck. But it said goose above it. And I finally got that covered up.
What'd you do to it? What'd you cover it up with?
Well, now I have like half a sleeve.
Okay.
Like it was just a small little goose floating in water. Well, it was a mallard floating in water that said goose above it. And then when I met a tattoo artist, I said, I'll cover it up for you. And he gave me like half a sleeve.
Okay, so I gotcha.
You should have got another duck and then had a goose under that. You could have put duck, duck, goose.
Yeah, it's not happening. Lindsay says she's already seeing tramp stamps. No regrets. That's right. No regrets. Lindsay's saying she's already seeing tramp stamps in the old folks' home.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
I could totally see that.
That's hilarious.
Yep. Well, like I said, it's going to be... I'm all about it. And I'm glad we're our own generation, but it's going to look really interesting when we get older for sure. 99.7 The Blitz. That's your Sonic Temple song of the day. Who's going to get treated like royalty? Sean's on the phone. Sean, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, you're going to be treated like rock royalty, man. You've got passes for Friday and Sunday, both Metallica nights at Sonic Temple. Those are the rock royalty passes, including the reserved seating, the access to the rock royalty lounge, the elevated restrooms, the dedicated festival entry, the commemorative gift valued at $100 as well.
Wow.
You're going to get it all. Congratulations.
Thanks, Goose. You guys just made our week.
Oh, awesome. Glad for you, and enjoy the show, and thank you so much. We will have another chance to win coming up here tomorrow morning between 7 and 8 o'clock, because Ronnie will have your Sonic Temple song of the day at 4:20, so make sure you set the alarm on your phone. You don't want to miss her announcement, so then you can win tomorrow, and then tomorrow is going to be tickets for Thursday's show, which is Corns Day. So, yeah, we'll have those between 7 and 8 a.m. All right. We got to get into this conversation. Yes. I'm so excited for this. This is probably the most excited I've been to talk about something on the radio because I found out it involves Columbus directly, and I'm looking for a special person or two. Because on Friday, I shared the story with Thick. Before Nora and I met, a couple months before Nora and I met, she was a single lady doing her thing. And she got what do the kids call a DM. She got a DM sent to her. And it said, hey, let me get your number or Snapchat. And it happened to be from a Detroit Lions NFL player.
Oh, how
one
about that?
One of the linemen for the Detroit Lions hit her up. And being a single girl, NFL player hits you up, why not? So she had a little 2-month fling, if you will, with one of the Detroit Lions players. He flew her out to Vegas for the Pro Bowl. They had their whole little thing.
How about that?
You know, when I first heard it, I wasn't ecstatic. No one wants to follow an NFL lineman, but you know.
It is your favorite team.
It is my favorite team.
Yeah.
and now it has turned into, you know, she got me a shirt for Christmas, and it actually has the screen print of the message he sent her. The first message he ever sent her.
That's a weird gift, isn't
it? Well, but what I didn't realize was when I was working in Detroit, I did some work with Frank Ragnow, the Detroit Lions center. He's got a foundation, and I used to MC all of his charity events. And at the very first one, I actually met this guy. Him and I have a picture together. So I got a coffee mug with the picture. It says Eskimo Brothers on it.
Oh, yeah.
That's the first thing I said. I said, you and him are Eskimo brothers. Oh, my God.
But here's the thing. I went home and I laughed with Nora about it. I think we may have one of Nora's Eskimo sisters listening. He spent his senior year playing for Ohio State. Jonah Jackson, player.
Yeah.
2019, he was a senior for Ohio State.
So you're looking for any girl in Columbus that had sex with Jonah Jackson?
Absolutely. I want to know if there are any Eskimo sisters out there from 2019 that may have done this. 800-821-9970.
It's like a 23andMe of sorts.
Yes. Basically, that's what we did over the weekend. I kind of filled out, and some people have family trees. We filled out the sex tree, and we figured out we had some branches that were crossing over. And so, 800-821-9970. I'm so curious. Or
This can't be.
What's that? Do we have a call?
We have a call.
Uh-oh.
Blitz, good morning.
Hi, this is Ashley.
Hey, Ashley, what's going on? Wait a minute. Ashley, hold on. Did this just happen? Are you Eskimo sisters with my fiance?
Maybe.
Whoa, are you, aren't you?
Wait. Do you know Jonah Jackson?
I may know him a little bit.
Well, come on. Just say it.
So I hooked up with him after a home game at Ohio State.
I didn't do it. I knew it. Okay,
And?
wait. Can't believe this.
And?
Wait.
Was this like a one-night stand type sitch, or did you guys hang out for a few days, or what?
It was a one-time thing.
Okay, all right. It counts.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. Ashley, do you have like 3 minutes to hang on?
Yes.
Okay. Put her on hold.
All right. Hang on, Ashley.
I got to see if I know she's at work right now. We got to call Nora.
Yes.
We're gonna put them on the phone together. All right, I got to text and make sure she's available. So play a song. Okay. We're gonna come back in 3 minutes. Ashley's gonna hang on. We're gonna get Ashley and Nora on the phone together. Or I want to know.
Unbelievable.
I want to know. Also, you can also call or text. Do you have a famous Eskimo brother or sister?
Oh, okay.
I'm very curious if anyone else has a famous Eskimo brother or sister. All right, so I found out pretty early in my relationship with Nora that she had herself a celebrity fling. Jonah Jackson was a Detroit Lions player, and before we met, they had a couple months of just hanging out, whatever, having fun. Good for her. But I wanted to know because I found out over the weekend, Jonah Jackson spent his senior year playing for Ohio State, and so I was wondering if anyone in town is Eskimo sisters with my fiance. Anyone hooked up with Jonah Jackson? And sure enough. Ashley's on the phone. Ashley, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you again for sharing your story. It was a little hookup after an Ohio State home game, Jonah Jackson, and sure enough, we did get a hold of my fiance. Bunny, you there?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, Nora, meet Ashley. Ashley, meet Nora.
Your sister.
Hi, Nora. Hi.
So wait, now. Ashley was first because this was 2019, his senior year, and then Bunny was 3 years ago, 2.5 because we've been together 2.5 years, and so nice to meet both of you at the getting together here. Any want to compare notes or anything?
Does he still make that weird noise?
Wait, weird noise.
Yeah, it was like a...
Wait, it was a what?
Like a snort.
Like a snort? Wait, was like this was this during?
Well, I think that's what she meant.
At the end.
At the end.
Wait.
Who's talking right now? Is it Nora or Ashley?
This is Nora.
Okay.
Asking Ashley if he made a weird finishing
snort
noise.
Sound. Okay.
Ashley?
He did. So, did it still bend to the left?
All right.
Okay, we can't get too scripted.
I think you guys should get in touch with him and
I was
go
like,
on a double date.
Like, go hang out? Well, here's the thing, because he did just get traded. He was with the Lions and he went out to L.A., played for the Rams, but he just got traded back to the Bears, so he's somewhat close. Like,
all right.
He's going to be playing in the division again. Like, there's going to be a home game in Detroit.
I think Ashley should reach out to him.
I think Ashley should reach out? Okay. Oh, thanks for saying that.
Wait. Ashley may be in a relationship now.
Ashley,
I am.
You are? Okay. I'm sorry.
Was your boyfriend excited to follow an NFL player in your life?
It's his favorite thing.
Yeah, right. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
well,
Goose said it wasn't easy.
Yeah, no, it took a moment. That's something you got to, like, contemplate and kind of have some introspective type feelings and thoughts about it. I'm not saying therapy was involved, but I mean, you definitely got to.
Some naked time in front of a mirror, maybe?
No, definely not. That's even worse.
Okay.
That's even worse. Well, Ashley, thank you so much for calling in and sharing your story. I really appreciate it. And Nora, I love you, and go back to work.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
I mean, maybe they want to keep in touch. We didn't even go that far.
Well, Ashley, feel free to send your information if you want to keep in touch. But I'm glad we could find an Eskimo sister.
I love the idea. I didn't think we'd really get somebody call. It's unbelievable, man.
Well, there had to be. I mean, what? Was 6 years ago?
Yeah, but the fact that I'm stunned and thrilled.
Me too. Yeah, Ashley, thank you for stepping up and being a real trooper and admitting what happened. But hey, come on. We all know it's not like we're most likely you're not the only person. It's just when
you can get a call within 10 seconds of asking for somebody who's been with this guy, we know he's been around the block a time or two.
Absolutely, 100%. But good for them. Ashley, thank you very much. 997 The Blitz.
And now, the 3 things you need to know before you go.
2 people killed in separate motorcycle accidents over the weekend. A man died after a crash in Upper Arlington Saturday night on Lane Avenue near Tremont. The name of the victim hasn't been released. Then a motorcyclist was killed last evening on the northwest side. Police called to the crash scene just before 5:30 p.m. on Sauda Darby Creek near Woodson. The victim identified as 24-year-old Caitlin Ferris. Well, this may be a true crime story in the making. There's this European fashion chain called Mango. It's really popular over there, and the billionaire owner of Mango, 71-year-old Isak Ondik, fell off of a cliff and died back in December during a hike in Barcelona with his 43-year-old son, Jonathan. So the two of them hiking in Barcelona. He falls off like a 500-foot cliff. He dies. Case was closed shortly after police questioned Jonathan, who was the only witness to his father's fall. But they have now reopened this case. They said, yeah, we went to the scene of the accident, and Jonathan's statements aren't really adding up.
Uh-oh.
His own son.
Uh-oh.
Do you push your dad off a cliff for a few billion? I don't know. But anyway, I don't keep an eye on this one because it sounds very
How old was the dad?
The dad was 71. The son's 43.
71. He had his time.
What?
I mean, a couple $1 billion? I'm not saying shove, but a hip check maybe?
I mean, did he just tell the kid he wasn't getting anything? Like one of those dads, like a Warren Buffett, like, I'm not giving you crap. You need to make your own money. Yeah. It could be. NASA says the 2 stranded astronauts on the International Space Station for the better part of 9 months are coming home. After being aboard the ISS for all that time, the space agency has announced that Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams will return to Earth this coming Sunday. The Boeing Starliner spacecraft they launched in for what was supposed to be roughly 10 days was deemed unsafe to return, so they will now be helped in their journey home by SpaceX.
That seems crazy, too, because, when it comes to, like, the International Space Station, like, they plan out everything.
Yeah.
So if you've got 2 extra bodies on board,
right?
Food, space, the
underwear.
Underwear.
I mean, come on.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Are they just freeballing up in space?
I don't know.
At this point, you kind of have to be. That's some raggedy underwear after 9 months.
Yeah. Do they how do they wash things up there? Or do they not get as dirty because it's so clean up there? It's so static free and so disinfected and so clean.
Maybe you wash them out in the sink and then you just let them air dry as they're floating around the ISS.
They have a clothesline out there.
No, your
That's
wet
what some
undies
of those
are just
spacewalks are.
clothesline outside. They smell so good after they've been out in space. All right, those are your three things.
Hey, welcome to your Monday morning. Going to be sunny and a high of 63. Should be a gorgeous day. In fact, the entire week. 68 tomorrow, 65 on Wednesday, 70 on Thursday, 74 on Friday. We're getting a little hint of that springtime before it officially kicks off here in a couple weeks. And I am all about it. Let's talk about a few people who are out of touch, starting with Gene Simmons. I think a lot of people would dream about being a roadie for their favorite band. You get to go on the road, you're hanging out with them, you get all the behind-the-scenes action going on. I mean, obviously it's hard work. You got a lot to do, moving all the road cases and setting up this and setting up that. But, I mean, who wouldn't want to hang out with their favorite band for a day? And you can now do so. You can actually be a roadie for Gene Simmons. You're going to load in gear, load out. You also get some other perks, including eating with Gene. You get to sit down on the sound check. You get to receive a signed set list and bass guitar that's used during rehearsal. Plus, you get a cruise shirt and a hat. Gene's going to bring you out on stage and introduce you. You get to bring a guest with you. This is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And you can do that all for $12,500.
Oh, you pay?
You pay him
Pass.
$12,500 to go work for him. And not only that, here's the other part. The $12,500 doesn't include your ticket to the show. You still have to pay for a ticket to the damn show.
This is silly.
Come on, Gene.
Come on.
You've already basically molested everything you can out of the Kiss brand. I mean, name something that doesn't have a Kiss form.
Yeah, I know. You can buy a casket.
Yeah.
I mean, but I will tell you this. If I had $12,500 to throw away, I would do it in a heartbeat.
Really?
I mean, I was a member of the Kiss Army. My first 3 albums were Kiss albums. I would do it for, Robert Plant. I would do it for Marilyn Manson.
I give you $100,000.
I
give you $100,000. You spending 12.5% of that on going to be a roadie for Gene Simmons?
I don't know. I don't know if that's necessarily throw $12,500 away money.
Okay.
Maybe if you said $500,000. Yeah, I'd definitely do it.
$500,000. You're spending $12,500.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I would do it. I just for the experience to just hang out with him, talk to him, and
Okay.
I'd pay $12,500 to not have to do any hard work or see Gene Simmons face to face.
Okay, well, what if it was Queen, Kelly?
Yeah, 100%. I would get a second job to make the money to spend a day with Queen.
Okay.
There you go. And be the roadie and all of that, right?
I mean, I still don't want to do the hard work, though. Let me just hang out.
I don't think they're going to
I don't want to load in, load out. No, somebody else can do that. Somebody's getting paid.
But the hangout, the dinner, the behind the scenes.
Getting the free, I'll take a Freddie Mercury played piano,
Oh, okay. Did
like
play
that.
piano. All right. Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're getting a bass guitar.
Yeah, you are getting a bass guitar out of it. That is true. All right, speaking of out of touch, Hollywood Reporter seems to be out of touch because with baseball season just weeks away, they have released a list of the 10 best baseball movies of all time.
Oh.
Counting down from number 10. Boiling Point from 1990 is a Japanese baseball movie.
What?
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
What?
Number 9, The Pride of the Yankees from 1942.
42?
Number 8, Sugar from 2008.
Sugar? I've never even heard of that movie.
Number 7, Bang the Drum Slowly from 1973. Number 6, A League of Their Own from 1992.
Oh, there's a good one.
That's that. I can see that. Number 5, The Natural from 1984.
I love it.
That needs to be higher.
Higher than number 5?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
like top 3 for sure.
Here are your top 4. From 1957, Fear Strikes Out.
What is that?
I don't know.
Never heard of it.
From 1988, Bull Durham, number 3
love
on the
it.
list.
Okay,
Bull
that's
Durham's
legit.
great. Yeah.
Number 2 on the list from 2011, Moneyball.
I never saw that, but
Okay,
I heard
that's-
it was really good.
It is,
Good movie,
but
yeah.
not even top 5, I don't think.
You don't think so for baseball movies?
No. You gotta have Field of Dreams in there.
Number 1 on the list, Field of Dreams. It's a good guess. Number 1, 1988, 8 Men Out.
Get that. Where's Field of Dreams? Didn't make the top 10?
Field of Dreams isn't even on the list.
This song that we're playing right now, Sandlot, it's from Sandlot. Where is Sandlot?
Sandlot, not on the list.
Okay, would the Hollywood Reporter need some attention? Did they need some people to talk about them? Is that what this is?
Major League.
Oh, get
Major
out of here.
Not on the
Yeah,
list.
no, get
That's
out.
nuts.
Not in the top 10.
This is ridiculous. This is a stupid list.
I don't think they did. And granted, we can say a lot because half of these movies were out before we were even born. 1957, 1973, 1942.
What about Benchwarmers with David Spade?
Oh, my God,
Where's
yes.
that?
Okay, I don't know if that one belongs in the top 10.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
All right, let's start out in California with a stuntman by the name of Chachi Valencia, also known as the Rocketman. Him and his wife have a little bit of a business where they go around and perform as Chachi the Rocketman Valencia gets shot out of a cannon into a net.
Oh, my gosh.
If I knew there was a 100% guarantee of safety,
Hey, right?
I would do that in a heartbeat.
Absolutely.
What's happening inside the cannon? That's what I can't figure out to shoot you out into a net.
I'm 99% positive you're standing on a platform and the platform pushes you.
Oh, is that what
Like
it is?
a air compressed platform that just pushes you out.
Like, you have to have new knees for that one. I mean, you've got to be young, don't you?
Well,
to be able
I don't
to
know.
take that kind of force.
Chachi the Rocketman Valencia is not exactly young.
Okay.
And this past Sunday, he was at the Riverside County Fair and National Date Festival in Indio, California, outside of Palm Springs there. And unfortunately, something like this takes all kinds of safety precautions, all kinds of measurements, and all kinds of little tidbit things that need to go right. And if one thing goes wrong, well, there's a problem. Here's Rocketman talking about it.
Right before the shot, I think the wind moved and it started crosswind, and the wind caught me and threw me off to one side. But then with the momentum and everything, I hit the net, but then I bounced out, pretty much. And I don't remember anything after I hit the net.
So when they trying to figure it out, when they like use a dummy that's the same weight as him to test, is that I wonder?
think
I'm
so.
guessing.
Yes, I think so. But sure enough, he hit the very right side of the net and basically bounced and started doing mid-air cartwheels before he hit the ground. Woke up 20 minutes later in the ambulance with a couple broken ribs and a bleeding liver, he said.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about it. That's about what happened. He will make a full recovery, but it's going to be a couple months before he's back to launching himself out of a cannon again. Do you go back to it? I mean, he said it's all I know. Like, it's not like he's just going to go get a regular job somewhere. You're not going to go start, data processing after you've been shooting yourself out of a rocket for 20 years.
What's the next step?
Evel Knievel kept going back.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's true. I guess once a stuntman, always a stuntman.
Well, I mean, race car drivers crash; they keep going back.
Now, listen, they're doing a fundraiser for Rocketman here, and I'm thinking, I wish you well, and I hope you really recover and get right back into that cannon. But I'm not giving to a GoFundMe when you're voluntarily getting shot out of a cannon every day. That's not my problem at this point.
You're not?
No, that's not my problem.
Oh, come on.
That's your problem. You should have enough money to care for your broken ribs if you're getting shot out of a cannon all the time.
Do you have problems getting health insurance if you list that as your profession?
I feel like you might.
Are you paying a higher premium?
Yes. Yes.
That's the argument. I don't want to pay for people who are shooting themselves out of cannons and getting broken ribs, and I have to pay their medical bills.
That's right. I'm not
Forget
on the hook for
socialized
that.
medicine.
I'm not on the hook for that.
Story number 2. This is interesting. Here's the deal. Don't go putting on a chicken costume, taking a bunch of mushrooms, and then go walking down the street. This is actual police footage of a man after police were called when a man stumbling down the road, high on mushrooms, was seen talking to himself and walking through neighbors' yards, and the police had to approach him, and, well, here's the interaction.
Stop! 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 Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Stop! Get on the ground! All the way down! All the way down! We're real! We're real! Stay on the ground! What is it out? Stop! 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 Turn around! Get on the ground! Stay on the ground! Stay on the ground!
Look, we're trying to help you, okay?
Whoops.
See, this is why people have a problem with the police. You tase a guy in a chicken outfit, like, what's he going to do? He's, all right, maybe wander out in traffic and you want to save him. You don't need to tase him.
Well, in the video, he was being quite aggressive.
I would be, too, if somebody was tasing me.
No,
But before he got tased, he was being aggressive. Now, here's the problem. He wasn't sure if they were real or not. He's literally in the video saying, "Are you real?" I think do we have more of the interaction?
Oh, yeah, this is great.
Okay, go ahead.
Now, how do I know you're real, though?
Listen.
But you tased me before.
Yes. Yeah.
But you did it twice.
But you know why?
No, I don't know why.
Because
I'm being compliant right now.
I know, but you're saying...
But you just keep on saying I'm in compliance with you. Right, then how do I know you exist?
Let me borrow your arm.
You can't borrow my arm. It belongs to me, sir.
Well, let me
Why are
take
you
your
trying to
blood
argue
pressure.
against me? Will you stop holding me? No.
No, because you're trying to get away.
But I don't know if I'm trying to get away, sir.
Okay, we're telling you, you're trying to look right now.
You're telling me, but am I telling myself? Do I exist right now, or am I like? Is this going to be in?
We're just getting...
Hold on.
Pulling, okay? Let me take your blood
No,
pressure.
wait, please.
No.
Is somebody out there? This can't be happening.
Quit pulling
You can't
away.
exist.
Good old shrooms.
Right?
Yeah.
Am I existing?
Yes.
Okay. This is real.
Yes.
Like, I feel you, sir.
Okay, good, because I'm holding you.
I don't know. Are you filming me?
Yes.
Am I in my hammock right now?
No, sir, you're not in your hammock.
Well, then how do you know? Well, how do I know that I'm standing up? I can't exist like this.
Look down. You are standing up.
What's down?
I feel like it would just be entertaining to watch this guy walk it off.
Right?
He is having an experience. I want to see that experience play itself out.
A chicken costume onesie.
Yes.
Walking down the street high on mushrooms. No, you can't borrow my arm. It's mine.
Am I in my hammock right now?
I can't borrow my arm. It's mine.
Here's the problem, though. The video itself is like 15 minutes long of them trying to get him in the car and all of this stuff.
It's crazy.
And through the entire thing, how did one of those officers not ask him, "But why are you crossing the road?"
I'm tired of your goddamn rock and roll, anything goes lifestyle.
This is your Blitz Rock Rundown, the Monday morning edition.
Rock and roll! What's up, Tess? How you doing?
Good, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. Ready for the Blitz Rock Rundown. What you got for us today?
Well, let's start with Starset. After releasing 4 singles last year, they've shared their first single of 2025. It's called Dark Things.
Are they bringing back the guitar? Because that's what it sounds like.
That's what I said that's different.
Yeah.
Ronnie posted a music video at theblitz.com, and if you were hoping to catch them on their acoustic tour in Cleveland or Cincinnati in April, bad news. Both shows already sold out. All right, let's move on to Volbeat. It's been 4 years since their last album, but they're back with Gods of Angels Trust, dropping on June 6th. And then they're going out on a massive tour with Hailstorm and The Ghost Inside. And they just dropped the first single from the album. It's called By a Monster's Hand.
Should I be excited?
All right. I'm not mad at it.
I was at the last album. Okay, that's better. That's better.
Reminds me a little bit of Ghost. Just a little bit.
I can definitely hear that. Yeah. And it's better than counting all the...
No, it's not. No, that's a great song.
That's all right. All right, Volbeat's greatest of all tours is coming to Riverbend and Cincinnati on Sunday, August 17th, and tickets go on sale this Friday. Want to talk about Creed and Nickelback? Billy Corgan went on Joe Rogan and made a pretty bold claim. He says Nickelback and Creed are about to have a massive comeback. According to him, they survived the hate, and people are finally realizing, hey, these bands actually wrote a lot of great songs. Oh, and then while he was at it, he called Smashing Pumpkins one of the most misunderstood bands in rock history. He's always saying that.
I don't know about that.
I mean,
I
they
agree with the
sold
first
a lot
statement.
of albums, so
Yeah.
I don't know how misunderstood you are.
Right.
But
How much bigger can you get? And finally, Puddle of Mud. They played Daytona Bike Week last week and actually raised $5,000 for cancer research by auctioning off a guitar. But Wes Scantlin, not his best night.
Oh, my. Oh, that is brutal.
How do they continue to get shows? Because
Right?
Wes has been like this for a long, long time. And it seems like every other month or so, there's another story of him falling or not being able to remember the words.
is he like drunk? Is it drugs, alcohol?
I don't know.
What are we
but
doing here?
It started in like 2012. I have a whole list of things that he did, but since 2012, cocaine possession, a drunken altercation on a plane, arrested for trying to bring a BB gun onto a plane, took a ride on an airport baggage claim carousel, something I'd probably do, to be honest. All separate incidents, by the way. He vandalized his neighbor's property with a sledgehammer. He's had a few DUIs, a few onstage meltdowns. I mean, the guy needs some help. But this is what he said when a fan asked him what happened that night.
I suck, and I suck, but I was roofied. My old bass player, Sean Salmon, roofied me last night.
What?
Yeah, what? Sean Salmon hasn't been in the band since 2002.
Oops.
There, though, maybe?
I don't know.
That's like someone hacked me.
Right.
Yeah.
He was roofied.
Likely story.
Well, he's living the life, isn't he? He's living the right. He took the advice from the movie Rockstar. You can't go in half-assed. You got to live the life.
But if people are relying on you to perform, if you want to have your fun or whatever, believe me, we've all seen all kinds of rock stars do their thing.
Yeah.
But if you can't even perform,
Well, people are still letting them in their venues.
I don't know how that's happening.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well,
I am using that excuse, though, anytime I say something weird.
That you got roofied?
I was roofied. Yeah.
It was Thick Rick.
It was a guy I worked with in 90.
Yeah. Well, that was your Blitz Rock Rundown. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for coming in every single Monday. You can check it out right here at about 8:40 or so. 99.7 The Blitz. It's the Morning Blitz. Goose, Kelly, Thick Rick on a Monday. Your chance to win tickets to see Offspring with Jimmy Eat World and Newfound Glory Riverbend Music Center in Cincinnati on July 25th. We had so much fun doing this. I think we should do it again because we had a lot of response. Not only that, but it got our adrenaline pumping. And, I also need a little bit of payback because I lost last time, and I'm not exactly thrilled about that. So,
rubbing her hands together
yeah.
over here.
We have dubbed this Rock and Rumble, and we love it so much. Thick actually made an official opening. Go ahead.
It's the Morning Blitz.
It's time. Rock and Rumble. Kelly versus Goose.
On the Blitz.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's go.
Let's go.
We need two contestants right now, 800-821-9970, that want to go see the Offspring. This is how it works. Kelly's going to represent one person. I'm going to represent the other. And then we have a category where Thick is going to play us audio clues, and we have to guess where that audio is from. And today, Thick, what are we doing today? What's today's category?
We're going to do TV show themes.
Okay.
TV show theme songs.
Oh, boy.
Yell in the answer. Person with the most points is going to win. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
It's Policeman Walters.
Who?
Policeman Walters.
Slayson. All right, Slayson, you hang on 1 second for me. We need contestant number 2. The Blitz, good morning. Hello, who's this?
Hey, it's Rick.
Rick, all right. Rick and Slayson. Slayson, since you called in first, you get your pick. Do you want to be on Kelly's team or Goose's team?
Oh, Goose.
There we go, Slayson. Now, confidence. I like it. The way he said it with so much gusto. He knows who's going to win today.
Oh,
all right. So that means
Kelly
Rick.
anyway.
Oh, okay.
there you go, Rick.
So Rick's got Kelly.
All right, Rick.
So you guys hang on. We are your duly appointed representatives. Slayson, I'm playing for you. Rick, Kelly's playing for you. Is Rock and Rumble, TV theme shows, TV theme songs. Thick, are you ready with the first one?
I am.
All right.
Are you guys ready?
I think so. Here we go.
All right, first one to say it gets the point. Here we go.
Cheers!
No!
Golden Girl!
Dang it! Let's go, the old ladies.
You were going to yell out old ladies.
Oh, gosh.
Yes, the Golden Girls.
Oh, wait. Have you heard the gospel version of this song?
No.
Oh, is it good? I bet
Oh, my God. Vic, you've got to pull up the gospel version of this song. Well, when we're done with this, we're going to go back to the gospel version.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, it is so good. We'll get to it. All right, one point for me. Here we go.
All right, next one. No?
I don't know this.
Nobody?
I have no idea.
Don't know either.
No clue, Vic. What is
Wow,
it?
Beavis and Butthead.
Oh, my God, really?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've heard, like, I don't know if I've ever heard, like, the exclusive audio. I mean, I've watched the show, but I don't remember the opening credits.
Same.
Huh, okay, no point.
It's a new one.
All right.
All right, ready for the next one?
Here we go. Rock and Rumble number 3.
Oh, Better Call Saul.
Yes. Better Call Saul.
Oh, I never got into that show. So, as much as I loved Breaking Bad, I couldn't get into Better Call Saul.
Oh, I liked Better Call Saul better than and I love Breaking Bad.
Oh,
huge
she's
fan.
Huge fan. Breaking Bad.
I love Better Call Saul
Breaking
better.
Bad is like the greatest show ever made.
It is. It's great.
I've heard that a lot, though. Maybe you need to watch it and see.
All right, 1-1.
All right, ready? Here's number 4.
Game of Thrones.
Oh, Kelly got it. Kelly got it. Kelly
All
got it.
right.
All right, this will be interesting. I'm see if you guys get this.
I know this one. Oh, I know this one.
Let's start the show.
It's a sitcom, and it's not Drew Carey's show.
I do not know this one.
Really?
No.
It's a comedian.
Let's start the show.
It's his show. It's a comedian's show.
Don't know it.
It's a Chappelle show.
Oh, that's right. I knew that. Okay.
Kelly's still up 2-1, right?
Yeah, 2-1.
All right. You guys ready?
Yeah,
Yep.
let's go. Bad Boys.
Cops. Well, I said it too. Roll back the tape. Roll back the
Can't
tape.
do it like that right now.
Roll back the tape.
I don't know, man.
We both screamed cops.
I know.
We'll call that one a tie.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Still 2-1.
Okay.
Rock and Rumble number 6.
Just like
What CW
Dawson's
90s
Creek.
BS is
Kelly
it?
got it.
Oh, come on. I knew it.
Kelly's the winner.
I knew that was a bunch of 90s drama BS.
And that means Rick wins.
All right, Rick.
Rick.
Congratulations, Rick.
Rick.
Slayson, I'm sorry.
Slayson, you've learned a tough lesson today, okay?
Sorry, Slayson. Yeah.
Rick, hang on. We got to get some info from you real quick. Go to YouTube real quick.
Can we do it when we come back?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're running a little late?
Yeah,
all right,
we are.
we'll find the soulful version. I got to play it for you.
Yes, I want to hear it.
All right, we'll do that next. 99.7 The Blitz.
And now, 3 things you need to know before you go.
I need people who work in the emergency room to weigh in on this, but we say it every year. I don't know if it's true, but hospitals are apparently preparing to see significant increases in heart attacks today because of the time change. They say the exact reason isn't clear. Experts think the lost hour of sleep plays a big role, disrupting the body's natural rhythm. But some better news, experts say fewer fatal car crashes occur during daylight saving time as the move shifts an hour of daylight to the busier evening traffic hours. So I guess it all evens out in the wash.
Great. You won't
as
die of
they
a heart
say.
attack. You won't die in a car accident, but you might have a heart attack.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes. Britney Spears says she burned down her bathroom in a weekend Instagram post. This was actually sometime over the past day. She'd made a bunch of Instagram videos or reels, whatever. And, it's her normal half-naked dancing, slapping her butt, whipping her hair around and all. The caption said, quote, "Haven't danced in a while. I burned my bathroom down today. Ran like a maniac back to the house because there was a pie in the oven. And I'm honestly tired of making sense of things these days." How about making sense of a caption to start? So we know back in 2020, Britney left some candles burning and destroyed her home gym. burnt that thing to a crisp. Last year, she revealed she burned off her eyebrows and eyelashes after trying to turn on the fireplace in her bedroom. And now we have a bathroom fire to add to the list of
Fire, yeah.
She needs to be kept away from fire as a whole.
It sounds like it. People were upset because she's been dancing in front of her lit fireplace with a burning candle on the ground. We're like, Brittany, doesn't seem like the best idea.
I hope she turns out okay.
I do too. I love Brittany. I love her.
It seemed like for a moment she was getting stuff together, but lately it seems like she's kind of on a slippery slope.
What's really odd is these recent ones, she's been dancing to Justin Timberlake.
Yeah. Yes. She danced to Justin Timberlake. Well, because she she trashed him pretty well in her autobiography. So maybe she's trying to make him feel better because I guess it really ruined the tour. So my third thing, though, I'm going to hand over to Goose because we have a song to listen to.
Yeah, I wanted to play this clip because we just played Rock and Rumble again. Goose versus Kelly. Kelly's up 2-0 now, winning both games. But the first audio clue you gave us for TV shows was Golden Girls, and I asked if you had heard the church version.
The gospel
remix of the opening credits. This has been floating around for a while. This is so good. Take a listen.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again.
So we started from the bottom now.
Your heart is true.
Oh, yeah.
You're a pal and a confidant.
That's my heart right here.
And if you're through a party, we invited everyone new. You would be a big husband. Would be and the thank you for being my
friend. Hallelujah.
I mean, come on.
Oh, you see him. You watching him do the video is great.
I want to hang out with that guy. Like, he's a good midnight hang.
Then he took off his wig.
That breakdown.
Love it.
I'm telling you. They need to remake the show and use that as the opening credits.
Outstanding.
Good for him, sir. Good for him. There you go. 99.7 The Blitz. Well, it's going to be a gorgeous day. High of about 63. The whole week is going to be in the upper 60s, even 70s by the end of the week. Although it is Monday. It's the Monday after daylight saving time. Lost that hour. You might be feeling it. Thinking the world's going to end. Well, apparently you might not be too far off because there is an old Vatican book dating back about 900 years that has just predicted the world's end.
What?
Now, how much?
That long ago it did?
Well, it predicted it 900 years ago, and the prediction is 2027. So we've got a couple years left to wrap things up, get done what you're going to get done.
Now, why didn't we ever hear about this in 2012?
Valid question, because, of course, we had the Mayans that predicted 2012. And then Sir Isaac Newton says the world's going to end in 2060, which 2060...
Maybe.
It could be.
It might be done before that.
Could be. Now, this book has a couple of predetermined type things that they say have happened, saying that the latest pope was predicted. Pope Benedict, the Order of St. Benedict's, are known as the Olivetins. Yes, because they say that Gloria Olivae, the 111th Pope, would be called Gloria Olivae, meaning glory to the olive. Now, while Pope Benedict isn't named Gloria Olivae, he is part of the Order of St. Benedict's, known as the Olivetins, which has to do with the olive. So they're kind of tying it in there. They also say that they had a prediction about the Pope John Paul and the leader of the Catholic Church from 78 to 2005 as the eclipse of the sun. That's in the book, the eclipse of the sun. Mm-hmm. The Pope will be born of the eclipse of the sun. Mm-hmm. And Pope John Paul was born during an eclipse.
Really?
Yeah. So, they've got a couple predictions in there they say have come true. So, will it be 2027 when the world comes to an end? According to this Vatican book, you've got 2 years left to, get done whatever you want to get done. But
that's not enough time.
That's when it's all wrapping up. 2027.
All right.
So be prepared. There you go. 99.7 The Blitz.
Now, let's see if we can learn you something. Sit up and pay attention.
Yes, let's make you a little bit smarter than you were when you woke up this morning. You might be feeling a bit groggy and tired from the time switch, so you need a little mental boost. I got you. The Bugatti Veyron. Veyron? The Bugatti. It's a fast car. Top speed, 254 miles per hour.
Wow, really?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know it was that quick.
At that speed, you get about 3 miles per gallon.
I believe that.
Could you imagine driving? Let's say you found, like, what is it, the Utah Flats, the sand
Autobahn.
flats? Yeah. And you're driving that fast, and you're just watching. You can literally watch your gas meter just drain.
Would you drive that fast?
I don't think so.
Because I know you love that stuff.
I do, but that's
extreme.
130, 140.
I mean,
maybe.
Dude, you lose control, you're done.
You're dust. You are dust. That will be the final sound you make will be.
Yeah.
That's it. Gone. Let's see. During SNL's first season, it was just known as NBC's Saturday Night because ABC actually had a show called Saturday Night Live with Howard Cosell. And then when that show ended, NBC became Saturday Night Live. That's why they still say live from New York, it's Saturday night.
Since they've been doing that since day one.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it was called NBC's Saturday Night. Have you ever seen dryer sheets labeled as vegan before? I did not know this. There are vegan dryer sheets.
Really?
Yeah, that's because one of the key ingredients in a lot of dryer sheets is beef fat. That's how the sheets are coated to make your clothes softer.
No kidding?
Yeah. They're walking around in beef fat.
Oh, you put some extra beef fat on mine.
I ain't got no problem with that whatsoever.
So what do the vegan ones use?
Nothing. I don't know. I have no idea.
My clothes are not soft. What is this? Some vegan dryer sheet?
Plant fat? Is there such a thing?
Well, yeah. I mean, that red juice that's in the plants that makes the Impossible burgers.
Oh, right.
Maybe that's
could be.
Yeah,
could be. Did you ever watch the Drew Carey show? If you did, you probably remember the opening credits song. It was called Cleveland Rocks. I remember them getting in the camera going, Cleveland Rocks. Well, that
the baseball
version,
stands.
Yeah, that version, why it was by the presidents of the United States of America, became the theme song for the Drew Carey show.
Oh, is that who did that?
Yeah.
All right. Peaches?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. However, that's not the original. The original was actually a track from 1977 by a guy by the name of Ian Hunter, and the song is called England Rocks.
Wait, is this Ian Hunter from Mott the Hoople?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All the young dudes.
Yeah. It's the same exact song.
Yeah, they made a parody, basically.
Yeah, that's kind of what they did. Yep, Cleveland Rocks. And finally, if you ever saw the movie The Truman Show with Jim Carrey, great movie, came out in 1998. Of course, if you haven't, sorry, spoilers, it's all about Truman, and his entire life is actually a TV show. He's the only one who doesn't know it.
So good.
Everyone in his life is, actors and actresses of him going on, and people tune in to watch Truman grow up and live his life. Well, Peter Weir, the director for the movie, had a crazy idea. He wanted to install hidden cameras in every theater that was showing the movie.
That is brilliant.
At the end of the movie, it would cut to those cameras of you watching the movie.
That is brilliant. Why didn't they do it?
I have to assume cost.
Well, all those cameras and all those things.
Yeah, movies open up in 2,000 theaters across the country. And then I don't know how how it would actually work, cutting to the cameras in the theaters. But could you imagine sitting there and all of a sudden you pop up on the screen while watching a movie about people watching someone growing up?
A great idea. It probably ahead of their time because now I'm guessing there are cameras in every movie theater.
Oh, I'm sure. And I know there
newer
are.
Theater. Yeah.
I know there are.
We probably could have made it happen today.
Yeah, but that's more of a safety feature than anything else. But still. Yeah, there you go. Learning you some stuff on a Monday morning. 99.7 The Blitz.